And then so shows to the web. So I'll just pick up, put this here. I'll do API docs just because we can show that you need authorization to be able to get anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it doesn't matter obviously which one we don't have nothing there. So bam, and we get the same thing every time. So I don't know if we need to show it on everything. I think on my second one I did everything. It's like I'm gonna make sure
It's gonna be a long video. I think
no
we're
on
okay
video.
just to show a couple.
We just
Yeah.
demonstrate like the book collection. We should be fine.
I
Hmm.
I mean it's exactly the same
Yeah.
because they're all just there. So if with we can't do nothing with that, so that didn't work. So then I can take this and do login. And there we go there. And then you guys are able to log in with your account.
Hmm.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's part of showing anything for AOF.
Probably not. Just that it
Just
locks you out at first, and then once you authorize it, then it lets you in.
that's great. Yeah, we just say this is how our O authorization works
Hmm.
and all that.
So any book, I don't even care. We can just put any book. I think put Jesse's Girl in there again.
Put Cat in the Hat.
Because it's not, oh, I can do that.
I did
So
that
it's,
earlier too.
yeah. So it's not in any of those. So we
Hmm.
got, I think I only know, did I spell that right?
Yeah, you spelled it right.
And it's going to be a hardback. And I'm going to leave any just because it's going to be an accident. So if I add that, it should show up here. So there's the cat and hat. Oh, I
Nice.
didn't do the any. Oh no, it's terrible.
Yes.
So then if we update it,
That's actually get with a single ID.
they what?
Yeah, that's
That's
just a
actually
get
the
by
get
ID.
instead the it's not the update one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But
That's
that
true.
works.
That works.
We have tested multiple things now. It's good.
So I'm just gonna cheat and copy that. So I have to type everything back in. And this is a new version. It just came out this year. It's crazy, huh?
Ah,
The
Yeah.
remastered
very crazy.
version.
Yeah, who knows what they changed in it nowadays. So it's the 09. So if we go back up here, it should show the updated information. Oops, information. So that's all updated.
2022. Yep.
And then
Perfect.
I don't really like it. I'm going to give it to my next door neighbors so I don't need it in my inventory no more. And so it's just the delete
Exterminate.
count once, two, and then we come back and execute. And it is gone.
Beautiful.
So that can all go there. Now are you guys, are we able to like, we should be able to touch the screen and do whatever, right? Like,
You mean like request access?
yeah, where you like, if you wanted, you can control, is that possible? Or
I don't think that's possible with the O authorization we have set up right now.
Well, it would just be for logging in, like doing it with Zoom.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that
okay.
is
I know you can annotate,
um
or what about remote control?
Remote control. That's, I think, up to you. You need to, in your,
one
there's
of
annotate and
us.
there's request
Okay,
remote control, see?
okay, I'll do that. So who wants to do the next thing?
Well,
Oh,
I
I
don't
guess,
mind showing off the unit tests if
Yeah, go for
Jesse
it.
wants to just show the, I mean, if Colton wants to
okay.
show all the code and the validation.
I think I just gave you control, McKenna.
Awesome. So you have Visual Studios down here?
Yep.
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, it opened. Sorry, double tapped more than I meant. Perfect. So, oh, you don't have it set up layer like I do. Got it.
Have what set up?
Well, when I go to the beaker in my Visual Studios, I can see all the unit tests here with X's and
Oh,
check marks.
so
It's
yeah,
really
you can
nice.
just do it right here, down below,
Yeah.
the old
Well,
fashioned way.
yeah, I'll just show the book test then and probably pull it to the center of the screen.
Okay.
So, this is a bit laggy, but that's all right.
1 second, guys.
Okay. So we have our collection unit test. That's what I'm demonstrating right now. We also have our route unit test, which Jesse made. In the collection unit test, we made sure that I had access to Mongo and Books Controller. And then we created this mock response so we could mock each of the different types of requests, posts, outputs, anything that we would need. And so we have several different collections described. There's one for each function, and there is tests that make sure the user is logged in or when the user is not logged in. So there's tests to make sure that our errors would come through, and there's tests to make sure when it works completely that would happen. So nearly every test has the authentication failed because of the user, and I'm having a really hard time scrolling, sorry. That's why I'm like talking a lot. And then every test should also have tests that check for validation and other stuff like that. Let's just look at add new book and then we can switch to a different file. In add new book, we see that it comes in and it's supposed to add a book and return a successful code along with a status. We first have to create an body of or object of book test. Then we have our mocked out, oh shoot, request, acquired request. We see we have to mock out a user to show that it's authenticated, and we need to be receiving a body as well. So that is the two things we need mocked before we start this unit test. Now we come down here and we get to call Mongo get collection equals just.fn. And when you do adding a book, we're inserting one in the regular book.js. So we would insert one just.fn, making sure it's acknowledged true and that it has an ID it's passing in. Well, inserted ID, meaning this inserted ID is not a real ID you would get when adding a book, but adding a book would add a new ID to the body you're passing in. And so we had to demonstrate that as well here. Because later, when we await book controller, we are expecting a status back and we're expecting an ID back. It used to be to array, but that wasn't actually fully passing everything back. It was still inserting books into our collection, but it wasn't passing everything, and sometimes the status codes, had problems. And so I switched out to array to IDs. Is that all right with you too?
Sure.
All right. Bye. And that is basically what unit tests would do. This was one that was testing if it was successful or not. Would you like to describe your route unit tests or just show them? Just show the teacher we did them?
To the route one. So
Yeah.
for the book, then we just have the describing. So we're taking from the, I guess you would call that the root, just from the slash, doing the get. Now if I add the book on there, let me take this and slide that to the right. And where's my books? Oh, no, we need the dun, dun, dun. Books controller. Nope. Sorry, wrong one. So then you have your first slash, which is getting the all books. And so we have that over here for get. And then we have the post, which is this portion here, because we have get and post with the one slash. So those are under that section right there. And then the next three actually have the ID that's which needed for the get, put, and delete. And so we got the delete, put, and the get right here. And that's really simple for there. So we needed I moved this based on the video. It was actually asking it to failing because it was in here for this here, the routes for. So this works for all of these tests. But I moved it into just the routes, and so that way it calls it, and so it doesn't fail because it doesn't have a mock test for it. It's just used to pull out the information to get this stuff right here, which is broken out over here. So, and that's exact, all of these are exact same. They all have two gets, one with this and one with the ID. And then the post is just in there once, and same with the put and the delete. So all of these are exactly the same in every way. So, and
Awesome.
did you, Colton, want to show the validation? And we can actually, do you want to show the test real quick?
Yeah, let's show the test running and then Colton can show off his pretty awesome validation.
Yeah.
So there's the test and everything works.
We wrote a lot of test suites, 8 total.
So that part's good. So let me give you remote so I'm going to take away your remote control. I don't know if I can give you both control.
It's fine.
Oh, I control the screen now.
Yes, you've got the
I am the
power.
captain now.
Whoa,
how does?
hey, slow down.
Oh, okay, wow.
So
It's
now yours would probably be more or less. So you got the validate there, and
so it probably starts here. Can I close this?
Yep. Go for it.
Okay, so we're using the validator JS what's the right word? Extension, dependency. So it kind of does some stuff for us. It makes it easier to validate here. So basically it rules get passed into this, and whatever's passed in, it'll tell you if it passes, it'll return a true and there's no errors, and if it fails, it'll return a false and there are errors, and it'll tell you what they are. So then we move into middleware validate.js to the top here. Okay, so this is like the main function here. Let's see, we pass in the request, the response, the next, and the validation rule. And then it returns like whatever the helper's function got. So the way I did this, so this is the same for every function that we need. The only thing that changes is the validation rules. So I did a different validation rule in each function and then simply called the validation helper and passed in the validation rule through the parameters here. So for save book, we just have title, author, year published, format, and you can see each one corresponds to its database fields. Save music and save game. And then those get exported to the routes. I'll just show, where's routes here? Books. Yeah, and so the validation save book comes right here. And then it's checked when the route is called, either post or put. So yeah, do we want to show the tests or the route
Sure.
validation working?
Yeah, it's just on the screen behind you. There you go.
Okay.
Be awesome.
Oh, close that. I clicked on the
Oh,
little lock there. Where is,
so I would just pick maybe just pick movies or something that's not open and then just do the post.
so we'll do this one. Wait, this one got deleted, didn't it? Cat in the
Yes.
Hat? Okay, I'll get a different one.
So there's the post right there. You can do it there and take something out.
Oh yeah, I could just create one, huh?
Yeah.
So let's just say we forgot to put format in our book post. So if we execute that, we get an error. Must be valid JSON. Okay, that's because we forgot to get rid of that comma. If we execute that, we get a false. Format field is required. Okay, let's get format.
It's got to be in quotes though.
Oh, geez, it's so small.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a 27-inch, so it's depending on what you're on, it could be tiny. But it's glad that you're young and your eyes are better than mine.
I'm like seeing blurs right now.
I can make it larger. Is that better?
And yeah, that's a lot better. And then the next thing it checks is if it's a string or not. So then if we return a number, it gets angry and it says it must be a string.
Oh, is it also, you have the comma after it as well?
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it could be because you don't have a, yeah.
It's because I put a colon there. Yeah, there. The format must be a string. And so it's consistent across all of the collections here. The only other thing I did was some of the error checking in the controller. Go to the top because I think McKenna did a lot of the ones at the bottom here. Yeah, so we were like asking Mongo if we can like access the books collection, and if we get a response, or if we don't get a response, it sends a status 500 and we have a problem getting books. Otherwise, it shows us what it got. That's kind of the error checking workflow I went through for each of these. So that's about it for me, at least.
So I don't know. You guys have the lesson up with the rubric to find out, make sure we got everything, or I
Is
know
it
I have
right
it
here?
here. Got the validation, let's see, API document. Because it
So
does say
it's on the
each
web.
endpoint.
OAuth persistent criteria plus at least 4 collections have put or delete requests. Okay, we did that. We showed the testing. At least one collection features documents with at least 7 fields. I mean, we have that. Did we show that?
For this here.
For database. Meets proficient criteria and at least one collection features documents with at least 7 fields.
Yeah, and we have for here. So I think that was actually,
I
which
think it's
I
like
think our
movies,
music
maybe.
one has 7 fields.
was it movies?
She said music.
Yeah, music I think had 7 fields.
That's 6.
So
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the ID makes 8. So we do have that.
Yep.
Good.
think we're doing good on our project.
I can test each endpoint. So is each input or endpoint, or is that each one of these things here?
Yes, I think that was your Jess unit test to test each endpoint. My unit test just tested if it actually did what it was supposed to do. You tested the endpoints.
Well, we don't have to show everything inside these areas here.
I don't think so. They're basically copy and pastes of each other, so
Yeah, we didn't.
Right.
Everything should be exactly the same. So it pulls it no matter what.
Yeah, we have
So,
about 8 minutes left, so we probably should wrap this video up.
mhm.
okay. So we got the air handling, we got the data validation. Because if we go here, like just real quick, so we post and try it out and we miss, I'm just going to take these out. And it shows all the work he did, Colton did for the validation.
It's going to freak out basically on you.
So
Mhm.
yeah, we got the testing done. We got all the requests and they all work.
We got the
Oh,
API documentation,
yeah. So I think we got everything.
database.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
We,
I think that's
unfortunately,
everything.
we didn't get any extra credit stuff done, but
That
we got
is
the
fine.
It's okay.
we got all the good stuff done.
Yeah,
So,
and so now we just need to post this to YouTube and fill out that form.
all right, I will get that sent to you.
And I'll post
And
YouTube and send the links back to you along with you, I guess, can do your own GitHub, but and you know how to do the render, so it's just the YouTube link.
yep, they'll look at well, they'll look at the same one, but so we have to share your link to your GitHub
Yes.
since you're the one that hosted it.
All right,
And
then I'll
then,
send you the GitHub link too.
okay, and then we already have this, so we can always repost that in there. I can post it in Teams so you guys have it to make sure, and then the YouTube video once you get it done. So,
Cool.
all right, great job, guys. You did awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
glad you guys did this with me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
All right, we'll see you
Right.
guys later.
See you guys. Bye.
See ya. Bye.